Hi friends of Frank and Jellies, it's Sarah aka Frank's mum. In today's short video we're just going to be talking through the 3 most common types of ear symptoms and what it means, what it's going on within your dog's body and how best to treat them without the need of veterinary. But we'll also tell you the symptoms to look out for, at which point you really need to go and see your vet. So ear problems are the most common issue outside of joints within dog. They're extremely common. I think we receive at least 100 messages a day just talking about ears. And they fall into one of 3 categories mainly. They fall into either brown and waxy, red and warm, or dry and itchy. So what I'll be doing today is kind of telling you exactly what symptoms to look out for, at what point you need to go and see the vet, and at what point you can actually get kind of holistic natural products involved to help settle your fur baby as quickly as possible, because we know how stressful it is when there's an ear problem on a Friday night and there are no vets available over the weekend. Right, so let's go first. So key symptoms at which point you need to be going to see your veterinary nurse without actually using any natural products. Clear discharge, like fluid coming from the ears. It could be a sign of a perforated eardrum. Same thing with blood or a really high fever. So if you have a thermometer at home, high fever, discharge, like as in like real lots of fluid coming from the ear, outside of waxiness, and also blood. So in those instances you must go to the vet straight away. You should always keep an eye on your dog and their kind of general well-being. You know, be touching them around their ears. If your dog has any sort of ear complaints, they will tell you very quickly. One of the easiest way to see it is if you're stroking them, giving them a cuddle. If they don't like you to touch their ears, there's a bit of a problem here. If they're itching, there's something that's bothering them, or if they're kind of walking around in circles and they have a problem with balance, there is an issue. So I'll be just telling you now very, very quickly the top products we recommend and why for the 3 different types of ear issues you have, exactly where you can get them from, how to use them, and also just show you a live example of what the after effects look like. So let's go for brown and waxy. Brown and waxy is the most common type of ear problem in the UK that we see. It's where wax gets lodged in the inner ear canal. So, where have we seen this most commonly? Brown waxiness often comes from when a dog has had antibiotics from the vet, but the antibiotics have not completely cleared bacteria that hides within the dark corners of your dog's inner ear canal. Now, if you do not get rid of all the bacteria straight away, what happens is that a little bit of bacteria stays and it basically reproduces, so you will constantly get ear problems coming back. The way that you know whether or not your dog's got this issue is when you clean them, you'll get large lumpy like black bits coming out of the ear. The most common symptoms are itching and shaking of head. Okay, this can be really easily treated using natural product called Oz Oil. It's absolutely fantastic. It's our biggest seller, always has been, at Frank and Jellies. You literally apply a couple of drops into the ear, massage your dog's ear canal, clean it with a cotton pad, and within 4 or 5 days you will see much cleaner ears. Now, if your dog's inside of their ears are pink but they're itching and scratching, this shows sign of either a build-up of yeast or an acute infection. Okay, so we want to keep an eye on those because we don't want to irritate that any further and leave the dog in any discomfort. So Frank and Jellies have tried and tested with the help of a vet, a holistic vet, colloidal silver ear drops. So the same way as the Oz Oil, these are colloidal silver ear drops. Let me see, I have them here actually. These are firm favourite with the fur mum. So it's got a pipette, you can see, you literally just apply a couple of drops into your dog's inner ear canal, massage gently round here, really get that in the inner ear canal, and you want a cotton pad. Please never use cotton buds, cotton pad or cotton ball, and actually clean out the ear. Do that daily, twice a day. You should see any kind of minor infections disappear within 4 days. Okay, on to the final one. So you often see problems with dogs that are suffering from minor allergies, may get dry ears and flaky skin. It's often a sign of minor allergies. So it'd be that you've got candle diffuse that the dog doesn't agree with. It could be pollen related, but there is a minor allergy. Okay, so in this instance, what we would recommend, and you want to get there before it gets scabby and nasty, is Lucillin. So Lucillin mimics the dog's own immune system. It's really easy to use. Just spray, 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 spray. I mean, it's so safe. Look, I used it in my mouth. It's absolutely fantastic product. Mimics the dog's own white blood cells. And what you want to do is kind of spray it all over the outer earlobe and the inner earlobe. Do that 2 or 3 times a day and you'll get rid of any minor infections. Now, I want to stress, just as a kind of an added point, and this is more for long-term holistic health. The majority of dog owners that I talk to on a daily basis have been suffering long-term with their dog's ears. If you have had long-term issues with your dog's ears, the chances are, in addition to the initial problem that you have, you've got build-up in the gut of yeast, okay? And how do we deal with that? We have to get an immune booster, something completely natural. And if you comment below, help me please, I will guide you in the right direction for the immune booster that's right for your dog. And what we need to do is we need to rebalance the yeast in the gut, because what's happening is yeast comes out through the dog's largest organs, and dogs don't sweat. That's why they pant, okay? So when we've got skin problems, because we sweat, you often see it on the skin. What happens with the dogs is that's when you start seeing skin conditions, or you start seeing ear problems. So if you have been suffering for a long time with your dog's ears, yes, you've got an ear issue that you need to address, but more importantly, we have a yeast imbalance in the gut that we need to address as quickly as possible. So I hope that you found that helpful. I've tried to keep it quick. As I said, if you see clear discharge, blood in the ear, or your dog has a fever, you must seek veterinary advice. If your dog's ears are white but they're just really dark and mucky, Oz Oil is the product for you. It will get rid of any of the lodged earwax that's in there in the inner ear canal, and you'll never have to see your vet again. And we have got hundreds of fur mums who have used this product who were being threatened of having like part of the inner ear canal removed, that for such a cheap price, I think it's something like £6.25, it solved all of their problems, and I'm sure they'll be all jumping on this to tell you exactly how much they love it. Next one, if you've got pink ears but they're itchy, scratchy, slightly yeasty, you want to be using colloidal silver ear drops twice a day, same way as you do the Oz Oil. Pipette, few drops in, massage, pad, done. Okay, and I will show you exactly the difference in colour with a yeasty ear, okay? So I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so this is using colloidal silver ear drops. I've used that on my own dog. So if you can see that colour, you can see it's a light brown. If you're cleaning your dog's ears and you're getting a light browny colour like that, that is a sign of yeast, okay? How do I know it's a sign of yeast? You guys can't see because I'd have to get it right up in your face. The small particles of wax that have come off are very, very small. When you've got a wax problem, they come off in chunks because it's sitting in the inner ear canal and it's big and it's chunky. So when you're cleaning it off, it's just going to come off in big pieces. So if you have been cleaning your dog's cleaning your dog's ears and you've got that slight milk chocolate colour, we've got a slight yeasty ear that we need to address before it turns into a full-blown infection. And if you've got really dark brown, almost black, then we're looking at a kind of an inner ear bacteria that needs to just be resolved using using Oz Oil. And like I said, if you've got dry, itchy ears and the dog is just going ravaged with it, we need to be looking at Lucilin because it mimics the dog's immune system. It will get to work fast. It will stop the scratching. As I said again though, just before I leave you, if you have had any long-term problems, we need to look at the dog's immune system. It needs to have a bit of a boost. It's just like you taking probiotic. There are so many different treats you've been giving your dogs over the years. They might not all be grain free and particularly healthy, and there are environmental factors and antibiotics and chemicals that we put into our dogs' bodies. Sometimes our dogs, just like us, need a bit of a detox and a bit of an immune booster. So if you need help with any of this, please just comment below, help me, and I will be in touch with you as soon as possible. But I really hope you guys found that useful. So I'm just going to take the little fur babies out because they didn't fancy being models, so they're hiding from me now. And I wish you a wonderful Thursday. Speak to you soon. Bye.